Hi guys, so just before we start anything else, a little check. I hope you can all hear me fine and that my laptop isn't buzzing too loud in your ears. If you can, please give me a yes, people, so I know you know I'm there. Thank you, Deb. Good. Right, good. I'm going to scroll back because the chat started before I arrived. Let's have a little look, see who I've missed. Hello, Farah. Hello, Beth. Hello, Dee and Marilyn, Maria, and Deb, and Katie, and Nina, and Kenny. Wow, I can't believe how many people are here. This is so much fun. Hello, Maria. I'm glad you've got your books, Beth. Let's see who I've missed. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Erica. Thank you very much, guys, for being here and being my tied up moderators that have no choice. Hello, Sue. Hello, Christine. Beth, just an update on the Munchkin. He's had his ear glued back together. Took it like a 3-year-old would, but survived. Oh no. Well, at least he's no concussion. That's something. Oh, bless. Let's see, who have I missed? Hello to Ambient Landscapes and Shell. Hi, Shell. Hello, Sonia. And Renee, Caitlin, Pauline, Elise, Joanna. Hello, Rachel, Sheena. And I think that catches me up. Hi, Pauline, if I missed you. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Ava. If I missed you, I'm very sorry. Hello is always implied. I also want to add a little hello to all those lurkers that I know are out there in the background and prefer not to say anything. You're still just as appreciated, and I'm very pleased you're here. We are today part of the wonderful colorathon being hosted by everybody this weekend. This was created by our lovely Shell Arty, who you can see is in the chat saying hello. And for this one, my spooky picture is kind of a spooky cute picture, and I am colouring in the Derya Draws book, the From Halloween to Christmas special. That's her book 5, and I've gone with this, what she called Halloween candy page. There we go. Thank you, Nina. They are better today. Had one this morning. It's gone now. Whew. It's I think it's the change in weather that kicks stuff off, because all of a sudden I'll get a load and then they'll settle back down again usually. Hello, Carla. Hello, Stacey. As always, guys, if I miss you, I'm very sorry. I'm terrible at reading chat. I miss loads of stuff. So I'm going to use my Prismas. I have all the answers to your questions in my box below. Don't want to apologise, not at all. You're very welcome to lurk, Kenny. And hi, Lisa. Oh, Lisa. Oh, migraine. That just sucks. I feel your pain. I'll try and keep it down a little bit. I've gone with Prismas, and like I said, all the links are in the description below. You can find the schedule for the colorathon in case you haven't seen that on the many videos already. There is going to be a couple of giveaways in the middle of this stream. I'm sure you've seen that in the earlier live so far today, and yeah, I'll probably do it about halfway, maybe something like that. Make you watch my channel before I give you anything. So let's see, who have I missed? Hello, Cheryl. Oh, hi, Angela. Lovely to have you. So we'll make a start before nothing happens, because we all know I'm not a quick colourer in the first place. So I'm going with Green Eyes to start with, and I've got a few colours that we're going to add into this, just a little bit over the top. With Prismas, we have chocolate, peacock green, Celadon green, true green, and kelp green. So I'm going to start with a brown. I've got this chocolate colour, and I'm just going to pop that around the middle of this eye. As always, guys, because I am colouring, it's a lot easier to chat when you're hauling or something like that. So I will miss you, but I'm sure my lovely mods will answer the questions you might have if I do miss it. If you're talking to me, pop it in caps. I'm much more likely to see what you're saying than if you don't. Hi, Mona. Hi, Helen. I'm so pleased there's people here, as always. Always nice that people turn up. And are you guys colouring along? Are you colouring anything? Are you colouring something specific? Is it grayscale? Is it not? Is it Halloweeny? What are you guys up to? Are you doing housework? So I'm just adding a brown centre to my eyes, a little bit intense. It's Prisma, so you can get away with it. Just mush it all in later. Thank you, Nana, and hello. Nina's working in Tales from the Forest Kingdom, which is an absolutely lovely book. I like a new one as well, I must admit. It's a nice little set of books, is that. I'm not displeased. Ooh, Caitlin's going for it. She's swatching 520 Brute Funas in between folding clothes. So you're basically doing one hard job and then as a break, you're doing the other one. That's intense. Hi, True Who. Very intense. Let's see. Ooh, Beth. You're doing well with the books. Well with the books. I've missed a question. Let's see. Ambient. What was your question? Can you call out the colours again, please? Thank you, Emmy. I will. I've got 1082 chocolate that we're working on for the centre. I'll tell the others as I go. Unless do you want them so you can write them down now, or shall we do them as we go? Oh, Eva, yes, I am so sorry that those colouring chats took that page such a long time, but as promised, I have finally finished it. The last colouring chat for the Circle of Life page is out and up, and the poor people that stuck with me with that page can finally finish it off. You think I'd learn not to do such hard pages for the colouring chats, because they always take me forever. So, hello, Coffee. Hi, Shannon. Hello, Appetite for Colouring. And hi, Dee, I think I missed you. As always, I do know most of your names. I use your channel name, so whatever your name is on the screen, I use that. I just find other people know who I'm talking to better then. Oh, yeah, of course. As Erica says, the button across the top of your chat, you'll have a top chat or a live chat option. Do click the live chat or you'll see chat in a really weird order and not know what's going on. Hi, Ashley. So we've then got this Peacock Green 907. That's my Dorcas green. So I'm going to add my shadows just in across the top. What nice dark green colour. And then around the edging. Yeah, Shell says I did that with a Kirby double, a dino one. It was 8 parts for the live streams. I know, you get yourself halfway through these things, don't you, and then think, oh my, what have I done? I can't back out now. We've just got to keep going and hope somebody's still with me by the end. Erica says, Emma, you'll be proud. Done a couple of grayscale images this month. Ooh, nice. I am pleased. It's not like you, Erica. So I'm doubly pleased. Popped right out of your comfort zone. Let's see. Susan says, I'm new here with very little colouring experience. Please could someone share what page Emma is colouring? This is a page from Derya Cakirsoy, also known as Derya Draws. It's the From Halloween to Christmas special. It's her book 5. And in the video description, there is a link to this. So the description of my video, you can actually see the link to this book. They are Amazon affiliate links, just to warn people. Obviously, for anyone that doesn't know what that means, there's a little bit of commission involved with them, but it doesn't cost you any different a price. I just end up buying more books. Yeah, always ask your questions, Susan. Someone will help you. Let's see. Think I got everyone else. Hi, Stephanie. Right, so we've got this dark green edging. I've played and messed with the settings on my rather irritating webcam that I got. So I'm hoping I've got it locked so it's not going to keep moving like it was before. And we've messed with the colour saturation and stuff. So I'm hoping you will find it's a bit of a better picture quality than previous. Hoping. We will see. I've also got a ridiculous amount of lights around me. I look like, I don't know, I'm pantomiming some kind of little puppet stage, to be honest, at this point. Hi, Audrey. Hello, Barbara. Oh, you eat and lurk away, not to worry. Right, so into the next colour, I'm going to take this kelp green, 1090. And we're going to bring that, as always, I've faded that dark colour out a little bit as we come into the next one, so I can just pop this straight over the top without any harsh lines. And I'm going to bring that out and in. I found this new Amazon paper, really likes Prismas, and I'm actually kind of finding my love for the Prisma because it wasn't there before, but it does react very nicely to this paper. Just going to bring that in and around the top, and just a little bit. We match that up. I'm going to start working into the brown a little bit. I'm going to go back to that dark green, that peacock green, 907. And what you do now, if you've got a little bit of a harsh line in between, just add a little bit of the darker colour in the middle. Really light pressure, and it's just going to fix that blend for you. Tiny little circles, just to correct where they meet. Nanny Moore. Has Amazon started using different paper? If yet, is it better? So, it is better. it's not so much that Amazon's using it. Certain illustrators, they have certain choices when it comes to their Amazon print pages. So they can pick, you know, the normal Amazon, a slightly better version. I think there's a shiny version that some of them use. And some of the illustrators are using this one. And it's just that little bit smoother than the normal Amazon paper. And it is nicer, but I have found it's got its own little bit of a learning curve to it, because some of the pencils I really liked before on the Amazon aren't working as well on this one. So you start, it's got its pros and its cons as anything, but it is a nicer paper. It's just, yeah, it needs that little bit of adjustment. So we're then going to use this Celadon green 1020. So what you will find is most of the books will have the normal Amazon paper in, and then some of the illustrators are using this. You can normally tell because there will be a slightly higher price. Again, we're just working that lighter green in, bringing it towards that brown. See, I told you I wouldn't get a lot done, didn't I? We'll be lucky to get eyes. So Nanny, this is Derya Draws, or Derya Cakirsoy's book 5, the Halloween to Christmas special. And it's the Halloween candy page, so the little witch girl. And yeah, Beth, I do really like the Teresa Goodrich. I've just filmed, someone asked me to film a how to colour fur video, so I've just done that, and I was working in the, it's not the newest one because that's not out in the UK, but I've got, I think it's not Autumn Charm, it's the other one, the one just before it. Is it Autumn? The Autumn Scenes? Don't quote me on that, I'm not totally sure. And I'm enjoying it so far, enjoying my page. You can burnish these in and put pressure on if you want to get rid of the white of the page, but I don't feel the need to do that with this. I quite like that kind of more aged vintage white space kind of look. So I'm not burnishing. You would have to add a couple more layers and put a little bit of pressure on at the end with a paler colour if you want to remove all your white spacing from this illustration. So that's not really the look I'm going for, and that's why you'll see this kind of slightly more muted look to it. Right, and then I've got this quite bright green. It's a true green 910. But before we do that, I think I want a little bit of highlight. So I'm going to add this cream 914 to the mix. Just checking I haven't missed things. Yes, the Christine Karen are on this same paper as well. Now, they weren't before, but they are now. Oh, that worked out well then, Barbara. Barbara needed some green eyes, and green eyes I have delivered. So I'm going to take this little bit of cream, and you can see I've kind of just left this little bit of a paler eye. I'm going to pop a little bit of cream very lightly. I don't want edges across where I've left the white. Just a little strip right in the middle. Don't worry, you've got a little bit of space left. I've got another green to go, but I just want to pop my cream bit in first. Hello, Sarah. So from there, this true green, this at 910, and I'm just going to pop that essentially around that cream. And this is going to brighten that eye up a little bit because this is a little bit more green. And what I'm going to do is just I'm just going to stripe that into the brown a little bit as well. Just to redefine, because Prisma, they're quite soft, they're quite smushy, you can start to lose details a little bit. And what you'll notice by going just side to side over that brown, it kind of re-smooths out the brown a little bit and adds those little lines back in. So I'm just going to go around this cream and just give the bottom of these eyes that kind of bright green. Now, obviously, as you can see, I don't really go for a photo realistic effect. You know, you're not going to see lots of little green stripes and flecks in my eyes. And the bit of brown textures, you know, as far as I go. So, we have eyes. Just going to brush that off a little bit. As always, to be remembered, everything will look kind of odd when it's surrounded by white space. And they won't really start to look like much of anything until everything else is in place. Thank you, Shell, that's so kind. Hello, Cross Stitch. Nice to have you here. Oh, thank you. They probably look better on camera, they always do. I think that's why people get so frustrated. Like, I have a lot of people, you know, that message me and they comment, and they're just so disheartened sometimes with their work, and it's such a shame. It's why a couple of my last videos, you'll have noticed I've zoomed right in and shown you some of the some of the gritty, grainy truth of life, where it looks good, but it doesn't look that much better than yours. It's the camera making things look ridiculously perfect. Because the idea is, I want you to, you know, learn and be encouraged, not to be comparing yourself to things that look normal, realistically. Oh, hello, Danielle. Oh, don't even worry. There's no late. There's only when you want to rock up. I can, Nicole. So the colour combo I've used for the eyes in Prisma is 1082 chocolate. Oh, we've got your pen. And 907 peacock green. We're then kelp green 1090 and celadon green 1020, and then true green 910, and then I added a little bit of cream because apparently I'm a bit extra in 914 cream. So I actually apologise for how long a combo that is. Exactly, Lisa. I think we're so critical of ourselves. Like, we're the same, you know, we are always looking at things and thinking, ugh, you know, you're halfway through a video and thinking, this probably never see the light of day, to be honest. And then your husband will walk in and go, wow, that looks good. And you think, oh, okay. I think I'll post it and we'll see. You know, there's no one's a bigger critic than you are yourself. And it is nice. Even the pictures, the pages that didn't turn out amazing, I keep them because, yeah, it's the only way you're going to see the difference as you go along. It really is. So we have eyeballs. I think we'll be crazy and do skin. I know we'll not get to much else, but I know out of everything, it's the bit that you're going to... everybody's going to avoid. So if anyone does want to colour along, at least we've done the difficult bit that everybody hates. And I'm sure you can do all the other bits later. So let me see. I'm just going to check I haven't missed anybody. I said hello to Danielle, didn't I? Hello, Terrylyn. Hello. I think I've already said hello to Helen, but just in case, I'm going to add that on. Hello, Colouring with Lou. Nice to have you here. Right, so, oh, don't even worry. You colour along. I'm glad someone is. I think out of all the videos I've probably done, I think about 2 people colour with me. So, you know, I keep making them. Eventually someone's going to colour them. And so let's see, we have a face. I have a ridiculous amount of colours. And as you guys know, I go dark to light because, well, I'm not bothered about the way you're supposed to do things. So we have 946 dark brown. I don't have a group, but I am on Instagram. Exactly the same name as here. I am Emma Colours 2020 on Instagram. My Instagram link is actually in the video description, and I always love to see your pages. Any pages really. Tag me in anything you want. I love seeing the pages people have worked on. Angela has sent me, oh, I hope you don't mind me saying that actually now I'm thinking about that out loud. Angela has sent me a couple of gorgeous pages, gorgeous, that she's worked on. Beautiful, stunning, really pleased, love to see them. Will apologise to Angela later, I'm so sorry. Hi Lulu, nice to have you. If you're actually trying to hide, then I'm sorry I just said your name out loud. Not get you in trouble at work. Thank you for that, Erica. Erica has put the link there. So, but yeah, I don't have a colouring group, I'm afraid. Mainly because I don't have anything against them, but to be honest, I'm kind of stretched to my limit with you know, with what I do now with work and everything. So I didn't really want to commit to any kind of group that I couldn't actually, you know, put proper time into. So the lives is the closest I can get. So we're just working, it's grayscale, so it's nice and easy. It does all the work for you. You're going to put your darker colours into the grey, nice and lightly. We'll commit later, we build them up. You don't want to do anything you can't undo. I'm thinking I might make her look a little bit harsh, like a little bit intense, because she is a witch. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe sharper cheekbones, thinking things like that. Hi, Patty. I'm colouring in the latest nice little town book. Oh, is that the witchy Halloween one? It's not got mice in it, has it? It's got people. I've seen that one. It looks very cute. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, ambient landscapes. My eyes are a bit torn up. I bet they're not. I bet they're beautiful. Don't believe you at all. I think we forget that, to be honest, anything you've coloured is beautiful. You spent time on it, it relaxed you, you had enjoyment. If you had fun, even better if you did it with others, then it did everything you needed. I know you mean the page, I promise. I know it's not your eyeballs. You mean your eyes. Not to worry, I knew what you meant. Oh. I was probably not very clear with that, was I? So a little bit of darkness around the edge. And then we're going to start, she's got these cute little cheeks, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to drop a line straight down and in. So we're ignoring Derya there. I'm very sorry. We're gonna witchify her a little bit. She's gonna be a little bit less cherub cute. Again, just popping shadows in. Nice and easy. Half of it's there for you. I really want to participate in the black hair, black lips colouring tag. I think it was Nirma Colourings. I may be wrong there, can't remember now. But that's her tag this month. And so you can tell which hair and lip colour she's going to have. She seemed perfect. Now, the one beauty with Prismas is you can be that little bit rougher and they're all going to smush in at the end. So, you know, you get away with a little bit more. Thank you, it is Nem. I thought so. So we get those eye sockets in. Oh no, Lisa. It's fixable. Just add a bit more dark to your teal and you're done. It'll come out alright in the end. So annoying though, isn't it? When you're like staring at it. The thing is, when you get your page finished, you'll probably love it. I do that all the time. I get about halfway on something and I'm like, ugh, what is that? And then to be honest, you get everything around it, you think, nope, change your mind. That's alright, that is. Like this. If you got to this point, you'd be like, no, okay, I'm done. That looks horrendous. I've learned not to stop. Keep going. They get better. Hopefully. The problem with rushing for these lives sometimes, isn't it? Sometimes you create a monster. Right, I'm going to go move into my next colour, which is 1082 Chocolate. Hi, Tammy. All I saw was lots of caffeine and nicotine. So, hello, Mary. I think I missed you there. I am sorry to anyone I've missed as we've gone along. As always, hello is implied. Yeah, Ava says, take some time though to start being relaxed and enjoy your colouring. Always quite nervous when I start. I thought at the beginning, which is a year ago, it would be easier. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? I think the further you get in your page, the more nervous you get to mess something up. But I don't know. I think you do find that the more you colour for, the less the mess ups bother you and the more the experimentation begins to get more fun. Because I was the same when I started. I was just so slow with everything, so careful because it's got to be right, it's got to be perfect, and you stick to the same stuff and the same colours and the same pencil and the same technique. And then after you do a few pages and it starts to get that tiny little bit more monotonous, more, the same, all of a sudden, you're whipping out the watercolours, the inks, the distressed crayons, the gel crayons. There's a bit of ink tents going in there. You're shopping for sparkle and shine and stickles, Posca, bit of acrylics, some gouache chucked on top. It's you get there. It does. You start to get a little bit more focused on, finding new things and technique and having a bit of fun. Especially, I suppose, I think doing the videos has helped me more than anything, because I think I've learned that you do mess up. Sometimes you mess up live on camera, and to be honest, some of the mess ups have helped other people, you know, so I'm sticking with taking that from it, being all right with it. So we're just working that lighter colour out and in that little bit further each time. I'm going to pop a bit of the brown into this, into the eye sockets. Because don't let me wrong, I mean, that's me dropping pencils, even I get about halfway and just start thinking, I hope I haven't put too much brown in there. I'm going to be stuck with it. And I was watching Shell's, oh, she don't mind me saying this. I mean, everyone saw it live, so there's no point me not saying it. I was watching Shell's live. It was the one last night, because the one this morning, that Halloween face, that was amazing. Truly gorgeous. But her one last night, she was doing a third eye, and her first one she just wasn't happy with. She just made it too big, and she was like, right, no, owning it, we're getting rid of that, we're going to do another one. And the second was just so cute. And you know, sometimes, yeah, you got to start again. You got to accept defeat. Although I reckon she still could have made the other one just as pretty. But I can see why when she continued with the smaller eye, it did look really good. But there's nothing quite like being on live, is the Shell, and being like, okay, great, that didn't turn out perfect first time. Thank you very much. Shoot me now. Because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen live. Well, yeah, Shell, I think, to be honest as well, the more often it happens, like you guys know, my videos are full of me dropping stuff, breaking stuff most of the time. Something will go on. I think the more it happens, the more you get to a point where you're just not that bothered. Right, we're coming down to this light umber 941. So just a slightly paler brown again. And each time my browns are just coming further in, only by a little bit. She's not actually going to be that darker complexion. I considered doing a green, but I did want her clothes to be purple. And you know, you just think, it might just be a bit, I think it might have been a bit too much, because I've got quite a bright purple. So I thought I'd better not. We'll just do skin. So I'm really starting to fade these colours into nothing now. So we're really bringing out a brown edge that's just very, very light. So it's going to accept other colours on top of it without any harsh lines. Let's see what I've missed. Well, I know you're all keeping yourselves entertained, so I think I'm safe. I don't think I've missed a question. Nina does say the other day I did kind of my first portrait and the skin turned out a bit orange. Now I just decided she comes from Mars. Exactly. It's like, I don't know what you're on about. I meant to do that. I've got one. I did it for I think the colour kit competition, and I put a marker base down. And the problem is I'd done her hair and her clothes and they looked really good. So I put this marker base down that was just orange. It was just bright orange. Always swatch your colours down first. What an idiot. And I was too far in. I was committed. I'd done all her hair and everything. And I'm looking at this page and thinking, oh my God, nobody's pulling off the Tango Tan. And my Lumi's kind of saved the day. Luckily, she looks odd. I'm not going to pretend she doesn't look anything but odd. But she's all right. And it was a valuable lesson. I spent quite a lot of time, you know, working and blending and fixing it as best I could. So it was a good learning curve. And we're just pretending she was supposed to look odd. So I see exactly where you're coming from. It took me ages to try skin, Helen, to be honest. Ages. I even went with fur first, to be honest. And I'm not going to lie and say it's my favourite bit, although the biggest shock to me of all is that I actually really like portrait pages. Like, I love Derya, I love Christine Caron, and I love Grazia Salvo. And as you guys, I'm sure, know, they're all kind of portrait artists. They all look quite like this. And every time I do have that moment of, I mean, she's got a face. We're going to have to colour it in. But when I'm being really sensible about it, I don't actually usually do the skin first either. Because I've learned if I do skin first and I don't particularly like it, I won't finish my page. Whereas if I've coloured everything else and there's just my skin left, I have to make it look halfway decent. There's no way around it. So yeah, I've gone with that technique. I'm not doing that today because obviously I thought you guys might want to see the terrible skin happen live. But yeah, it just makes me behave and make sure I do it. I want a bit of darkness under the eyes. Hello, Jojo's there. Nice to see you. I suppose it's a tiny bit later in the morning for you now, so it's not so bad. Not my usual time, so people are awake for it. Right, that's all kind of my brown tone, crazy, oh my god, what's going on, kind of face shaping. So we're now going to go all the way the other way, and I'm going to start laying a skin tone down. Yes, very backwards, very weird. So I'm going to take this very pale light peach 927, and I'm going to pop a very fine layer that you'll probably not even see all over everywhere. Always remembering this is still Amazon paper, a little bit nicer or not, so you're only going to get away with so many layers, so you do have to be careful about it. And the weird thing I've noticed about skin, I do it different every time. There is no kind of one-track tutorial I could give, because I think I just haven't found my perfect skin technique, so it's always changing. So that's my first layer. I'm going to cross hatch, so I'm going to go the other way, and I'm going to add another layer in the same colour, just as light, but just building that up a little bit in that really pale peach. One more layer in the other direction. That's that one. Hi Emily, you're very welcome to lurk, not to worry. So we're then going to go from a peach to a pink. We are Deco Pink 1014. So again, I mean, got lights everywhere. There's a little bit of glare, sorry. So same again. Light pressure, Bit of pink over everything. And again, the pink I'm using is Deco Pink 1014. What have I missed, Georgiosa? Why am I saying, I mean, I'd do the same to her if I had a live going on. We're friends like that. I feel like I've missed something. What did you say? I'm gonna have to go back. You can't trust her. I sent my voodoo to wake up Johanna. Okay. I can cope with that. I can cope with that. We're safe. She picks on me horrendously. Right, so the other way. Same again. Okay, are you ready for this? We're going to add a little bit of jasmine, and that is 1012. And you're going to be a little bit more careful with this one because it's quite yellow. And this time, I'm not going all the way over the brown. I'm sticking to our lighter areas. Okay, I'm not going to do a second layer of that. I'm going to leave that with one. So we're then going to take beige, which is 997. Yeah, Corey, unfortunately, is in bed. She is not well at all, bless her. Not well at all. So with our beige, which is essentially my blender colour, what you can do at this point, especially I suppose if you're using toned or coloured paper, you would add your white in, or your pale colour, your highlight colour, whatever you're using. Oh, hang on, chucked a pencil. I've got cream. So you'd pop it down the middle of the nose and a little bit on the outside of the cheekbones here. I tend to put a little bit here and just under the brow. Same thing on the other side. I tend to have a little bit here as well, and you would add a little bit above that lip and across the cupid's bow there, and you can add a little bit in the middle of the nose. So for me, she does. She's starting to. She's all right. She's at home. She's just not well. So beige 997. Well, I'm glad I'm glad the lives are helping, Pauline. You really do get lots of different tips and techniques. And the one beauty with the lives is obviously you can ask your questions in real time, and hopefully I will look up and see them. Yeah, obviously, because mine's on the white paper, I'm just working my way into it. But sometimes with a toned paper, it's just a little bit easier just to pop your white highlights in first. And then you can kind of work around them and towards them. Just makes things a little bit easier. Hi, Val. Nice to have you. So, yeah, this is my blender colour. So we're now little circles going over everything. And the thing with Prisma is you get this shift of everything all into one colour, and the craziness starts to blend in. You would not employ this technique with other pencils, especially oil-based layering pencils. You would work slightly differently. I mean, as long as you're careful, you would still build them up the same. You just wouldn't then blend them together with your colour the same. Catty's confused. So confused earlier. Seemed like you all lived close to each other and still confused. I will have missed most of the chat, Catty, so I don't know what has you confused, but I think some people do live near each other, and quite a lot of us live very, very far apart. But we all get on anyway. So little circles, blending that all together. The thing with this part of it, you will start to lose some of your darker contrast. So that's why I always say when you're colouring, you should, pop some of your darkness back in later. I always add that little bit of layer of dark back in as I need it. Pauline has asked, what would people recommend for colouring pencils? I will, Elise. I will let people know. They were asking about her. You're going to get a lot of different answers there, Pauline. It depends on technique, style, preference. There are a lot of different kind of pencils out there. Strangely enough, although I'm using Prisma, which is quite a soft, smushy wax pencil, I'm actually a bigger fan of oil-based, firmer layering pencils. So I really like, budget-wise, the Brute Funa Square. I'm a big fan of. I like Polychromos. And actually, I do like the Lumis, so I suppose they're a bit softer. What pencils do you like, guys? What pencils and why? Ava says, can I ask where you're from? And she means country. So, guys, I am from the UK, up north of England, the rough bit, the common bit, hence my accent. And I know we have people from all over the place in here. So Ambient asks, why do you prefer oil-based for layering? I just like the way that oil doesn't blend in the same way that wax does. So you're not going to smush and move colours in together. You're going to layer them on top. I like to, as you've seen from, if you've seen any of my videos, I just like slower build-ups. So slower build-ups, more layers, creating colour as I work and go. So I just like firmer pencils for that, firmer leads. And oil tends to just be firmer pencils that don't move around as much. They're a lot more static in the way that you work with them. Although I am being pulled to the dark side. I'm not going to lie. Because I am a person that likes to work in my yeah, true, Kate. The US is very, very huge. Hello, viewers of you. Nice to have you. I forgot what I was saying. Somebody tell me what I was saying. Yes, I've been pulled to the dark side. I have a lot of pencils. A lot of pencils. Not as many as some, and more than others. I'm not gonna lie, I have a bit of a pencil addiction. I'm alright with it, and I don't care. But I do actually use all of my pencil sets. But obviously there's a couple that don't get used quite as often as a couple of my others. And my Prisma was definitely one of those. But I do like to work in my books. No matter how crappy the paper might be, I still like to work in my books. So I will adjust my pencils to whichever works in the book I'm working on. And obviously, because I do like these books, the Prisma is definitely on my list again. Although my Brute Funas work quite nice on this paper as well. Yeah, to be honest, one of your tiny little states is way bigger than our entire country, to be honest. Oh, I'm so pleased, Angela. Angela says she loves the square Brute Funas. I don't think you can go wrong. You can buy a packet of 120 square Brute Funas. They're usually about £22 in the UK, so whatever that converts to for whatever other people are. And they're lovely pencils for what they are. Lovely. And I know you can't buy them open stock, but to be honest, for 20 quid, I'm going to buy the whole box again. And I did. I have 3 boxes because I have a problem, to be honest. Elise says, do I have as many as Corey? Yeah, probably, to be honest. Probably. We've never kind of actually counted and compared, but there's probably not much in it. She has a lot more markers than me, I think. I'm not a massive marker user. And I know she likes her Copics. So this is the part where the real patience and time comes in. There's no quick fix to this. You've just got to circle and blend and work your colours in. I am going to leave the middle of the nose, so I'm gonna fade that out a little bit for the transition, because I am going to pop some cream into my highlights. But yeah, do you see what I mean? Can you see it starting to take shape? And yet halfway through, when I'd laid my layers down, I would have a few months ago looked at that and thought, oh my god, I can't fix that. I'm done. Next. You gotta keep it going. Finish your pages. They always look better than you think they're going to. And to be honest, guys, if you're aiming for perfect, you're aiming too high. And I don't mean that to be mean or harsh, but to be honest, the point where your page is perfect, you're not a hobbyist. It's your job. The one thing I will say with Prisma, you I've just seen what Emmy's put. I'll address that in a moment. With Prisma, do brush off, because if you put your fingers into that pigment, you're going to end up with smudges everywhere. Yeah, Emmy raises a point about book collecting. And if anybody watches my channel, they know my pencils aren't my only problem. So yeah, there's that. I have a few books as well. Hello, I saw someone then. Hello, Dawn. Nice to have you. Don't know what you mean. I have a few more books than maybe I probably should. Yeah. Moving on. We're going to add some cream. Oh, what are you about? Hoarder? Me? Nah. I'm going to put my cream in the middle. I do like quite a yellowy highlight for skin. I don't know what it is, but I just think it looks better for some reason. I'll stick with the creamy colour over the white. Okay, we're at the 9 o'clock mark, so I am going to do the giveaways in a moment. I'm gonna finish her chin. I feel like she should have half a face. You will notice I have purposely only blended half of her face. And it was purposely done. Because I really do think that we all think, you know, as we're going along, that first half cannot turn into the second half. So cross stitch is crushing on this girl's eyes. I almost feel a little bit bad that she's not real for you, honey. To be fair, you're gonna have to get over her. She's not going home with you at the end of the night. It's not how this is happening. I'm sorry. Somebody give her a cuddle. Tell her it's gonna be okay. Thank you, Cheryl. Ooh, Dee's getting ready for a Halloween party. Absolutely fine. You get ready away. What are you going as? That's what I want to know. So as you can see, that has lightened her up significantly. So with a 1082 chocolate, I'm just going to very, very lightly add in a little bit of brown around the edge. . that contour back in a little bit under the chin. And the other thing you'll find with skin, to be honest, if it's perfectly smooth, it's not really real life anyway. Skin doesn't look like that. Skin isn't perfect, it's not smooth, it's not all one colour, it's got lines and different shifts and tones, so it's fine. I'm just going to blend that edge back in a little. And if we can pop her in the middle of the screen, you will see she's starting to look a little bit person-like. So we're half and half. We're getting there. And I hope that gave you an idea of, you know, just building up and adding and layering. I have got a cheek colour for her. I've got a little bit of Nectar. And all I tend to do with that is run a little bit of that pink across the nose. A little bit. Feather it out. A little bit up. With a very dark brown, you could add the little dots, the little freckles back in after if you wanted. And then just quite high up on the cheek. I like my blush to be quite high. I'm just going to bring that pink. We said we were keeping her quite harsh, so my blush is coming downwards, dragging that face down. Same rules as makeup. Bit of pink. Okay, so giveaway time. We have a couple of lovely pages. We have the beautiful page. I'm going to lift you. I'm sorry for the seasickness. I have one of those terrible arms that doesn't move wonderfully well. So, there we go. We have, from the lovely Emily Illustrator, the page she's created, which is the Halloween cake. So, yeah, sorry, Susan. Same rules as makeup. You know, if you put your blusher quite low and flat and down towards the chin, you're going to elongate your face. If you bring it up in a sweeping curve, you're going to pad out your cheekbones. Same rules as makeup. Wherever your blusher would go. Well, thank you, Val. I don't think so, but I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Like I say, they are improving. So this beautiful cake prize, you get it. You get two versions of this. You get a grayscale page. I'm going to put my autofocus back on just for a moment, just to clear that. Make that nice and clear. You get a grayscale page of this and a line art page. So what we're going to do, I'm going to tap onto my screen. I will put go, go, go. Once the numbers start, just don't chat for me for a few moments, guys, just till we put stop at the end. It just leaves everything nice and clear. We're going to random number generate to pick the winners. And for this one, whoever wins, if you email me, and my email is in my description box down below, it's at the bottom. Just email me and I will send you the PDF. So if you would like, bear with me, a line art and grayscale version of this page by Emily, then please pop down a number from 1 to 100 down below. The rules are, I'm sure you know by now, guys, but for anyone that hasn't, whoever has picked that number first, up until the point where we say stop, we're going to random number generate, and whoever's just below the number picked closest, then you've won. And if you have popped a number that someone else has already picked, you can pop another one underneath. So check for yourselves, guys. I'm going to give you a few seconds and then we will pick. Where's my pen? There we go. Okay, I think we're sorted. Numbers have stopped. So all you have to do there is to have put a number from 1 to 100. If someone already picked your number above you, pop another one in quick. You can have one number unless it's already been chosen, and then you can obviously choose a second one if it's already above yours. And I think we will call that stopped. Oh, you just got in there, Wendy. Well done. So you've all picked your numbers. As I said, I've got my, you can't really see it wonderfully, but I've got my random number generator. I'm sorry, I've got a billion lights on. I've done my best. So we've got the 1 to 100 number generator. I'm going to generate a number on camera so there's no cheating and you can see it. No favourites. So we press generate. It gives us number 3. I mean, how ridiculous is that? It's like, if there's not a 3, then you did all right there, Wendy. Let's have a little look. So I'm going to have a quick check just to make sure there's not an actual 3. So the rules are the closest number just underneath the number itself as 1. Yeah. Well done there, Wendy, with that little chucked number in there. So we have, I'm going to write this down somewhere. Wendy from Happily Handmade Delights gets the lovely Emily page. So after the live stream, Wendy, if you just email me, just tell me who you are and why you're emailing me, so I know. My email address is at the bottom of my description, and I will send you the PDF for that page. And congratulations, Wendy. Right, we have one more giveaway today, and this one is, I don't have a picture of it, but the giveaway is any PDF single page from the Monja Gates website. So just as exciting, just as fun. And basically, if you go into my description box down below in the video, thank you, Erica. That is my email, Wendy. There you go. See, my mods are dead organised. Usually Emmy is as well, but she's stuck on her phone today. She can't. She can't link. So Erica is doing double duty. So the Etsy store for, in fact, actually, also Emily's Etsy store is also in the description down below. She has a store as well. So if you want to check out her pages, and if you didn't win her page and want it, that page is actually on her store as well. So also for Monja Gates, her store on Etsy is in the description box below. So obviously later on, if you want to go and look on there, have a look at what she's selling. If you do win, you need to go on there, find the PDF that you'd like, and then you need to email Shell Arty for the Monja Gates giveaway. Her email address is in my description down below. So if you win the Monja Gates competition, you need to go onto her Etsy store, pick your page, and then email Shell with obviously who you are, which stream you won it from, and which page you've chosen, and you get that. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to pop into my description, go. You're going to pick your number 1 to 100, and we're going to give you a few seconds. So no chat for me for a moment, guys, and just pop your numbers down below, and we will do the second page. Give you a few moments to all get your numbers in. Like I said, do check. If your number's already popped up just above, you can pop one more number in. These are lovely prizes. The page from Emily is so nice. She was so kind as well to give the streamers. So obviously we have a copy of that PDF, which is such a nice thing to do. and a copy for you guys to win. And yeah, nice of Monja as well to give a page from her site. And like I say, they both have their sites down below in the description if you want to have a little look at the things they offer. Give you a few more seconds, we've still got numbers coming in. I hope you guys are. In fact, I won't talk to you because then it just encourages you to have to chat while there's numbers going on. My bad, not following my own rules. Ignore me. Put your numbers in. We'll give that a few more seconds, and then we're going to add stop. So we'll call it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've already got a 99, Kelly. So if you want to change that, I'll give you a second. And we will have to call that there. Or I'll give you it, Maria. Sod it. I'll let you have it. You put that exactly as I tap that, so I'll let you have it. So we're going to do exactly the same thing again. Are you ready, guys? We've got the number generator you can barely see. Sorry about that. But it is there, Boris. Let me see if I can... you can just see it. Right. We're going to generate a number. We have 97. So bear with me. I'm pretty sure I can tell who that is, but we'll just check that it's not above, because if it is, that person would get it. Oh, I bet you're glad you changed your number. That would be, can my mods confirm? I get that is Kelly Loves Colours. Oh, you lucky bird. Aren't you glad you changed your number? So, Kelly, that means you can go onto Monja's site. Her details are down below. You can have a little look. You can pick one of her PDF pages, and you need to email Shell Arty. Email her. Her email's down below in the description. Email her with which site you know. Tell her that you need to let her know that you won on Emma Colours stream, so she knows you're real, and which page you've chosen. Shell has actually put, I've only had a few winners email me so far. Some are missing. So please make sure you email me if you have won. Don't want you missing out on your prize. So if you guys are still watching the streams, obviously don't leave it too long. Go have a little look, pick your pages and email across to Shell if you're one of the winners so far. Okay, so congratulations, Kelly. I'm so pleased with both of you. It's so nice of them, so nice of them. And obviously you will have noticed a theme that on the streams, those are the prizes that those two lovely ladies have offered. So obviously as you continue to watch the streams, you get more chances to have a little go at that. So your chance to win the page has not disappeared, I'm sure. So we will go back. We've got a little bit longer. Obviously, I do my stream for 2 hours, but what I am going to do today, I'm going to stop about 10 to, because the next stream will be on the hour. There it is, I believe, Amazon Tammy is after me at, well, 10 o'clock UK time for me, so whatever that is from wherever you live. So we've got a little bit longer yet. We've got half hour, so I'm going to continue. What I'm going to do is, I think half a face is enough stressful skin for anyone on a stream. So I'm gonna we're gonna move back in. I know. I have ordered a better light and a new arm because it's doing my head in. I can't manually zoom this camera, so I need an arm that will move smoothly and not do what this ridiculous one does. So I'm just gonna relock that focus. There we go. Right. And yeah, so Amazon Tammy is the next stream. If you don't already know her channel, I'm sure you do, but the link to her channel is in the description box below. For once in my life, I've actually been organised, and all the stuff that should be in my description box is. So go me. I would like to have a little bit of a crack at her top. I think that might be fun. So we're going to lift her eyes up. I'm sorry. They're gone. So for her top, I quite like to play with some purple. I've got a few here. I'm just gonna have a quick decider. Oh, Patty's favourite pencils. Polly's, Brute Funa Square, Crayon, Coloursoft, Prisma. Oh, and the Color, they're quite new, aren't they? Recently started collecting Pablos and Pro Colour. Can't argue with those. All very nice pencils. It is nice and early for Tammy. That is nice dedication, that. She's an early riser. Very early there. Right, let's see. I got distracted. Just going to decide on my purple blend real quick. I promise I won't be long. Don't want that one. Maybe. No. Right. Yeah, done. So we have a 3 purple blend. Yeah, I'm Tammy's other pencils are now pretty much not talking to her at all if they heard her. So we have 956 Lilac, 932 Violet, and 132 Dioxazine Purple Hue. And we'll work our way down. So essentially I have my shadow colour is that Dioxazine Purple Hue. Are my pencils brand new? They're not. They're not. I've sharpened them. When I said I didn't used to use my Prismas a lot, I was not lying. I mean, don't get me wrong, some have seen more use than others. So they're all different lengths. None of them are too tiny, but quite a few of them have probably been used all of once. But they all seem the light a lot more at the moment. Especially skin. I am liking them for skin. Not as much as my Loomies. That is my latest love for skin. Loomies just make it so easy. They do take a lot of the stress out. So I'm just popping in my darkest grey areas. Bit of shadow. We're then going to move to Violet 932. Yeah, you've got to be in live chat, guys, or you won't get the chat properly or at the right time. So I'm just going to work that up a little bit again, fade that out. Oh, stomach's rumbling, sorry guys. A bit of purple. She is a cute page though. So then we have this Lilac 956. How janky does this face look? With the 2 sides. Oh my life. That is odd. Very odd. Right, so we're going to pop that pale tone in across the top. Drop that down into the other purple. Smush it in a little bit. Beauty of Prisma. Immediately give that highlight tone. And hang on, we'll have a little bit on the end. And then we're going to go back to that Dioxazine Purple Hue and just put our depth back in the bottom. I hope you can't hear my laptop too much, guys. Once it starts to overheat, it's not amazingly loud, but the one thing that does seem to work well on this webcam is the mic for some reason. So yeah, I must admit, I'm not too heavy-handed a colorist, so the other reason my pencils tend to last me a while is that I am quite gentle with them, so they do last you longer that way. Not really one for, except when I'm doing fur. And then I seem to go right through my page. Right, back to that dark colour that I'm sick of saying this, dioxazine purple hue, or 132. And we're going to pop these pleats in. So really nice dark pleats. Turning my pencil as I go, because you do lose your point on your Prisma quite quickly. Just means I don't have to sharpen it all the time. Moving it the wrong way, Anna. There we go. A little bit here. And now, of course, you guys know my lives are every 2 weeks, so there won't be another one for a fortnight. And while I have people here, I was wondering, what sort of thing do you prefer? I'm umming and ahhing between another colouring page or another haul. That's kind of where I'm at the minute. So I think there's two schools of what people prefer to see. I can never decide whether people get bored of me colouring on camera, because like I say, I'm not quick. There's not all that much that you get done. Not sure how much it shows. If you have any questions though, guys. Oh, to be honest, if you like both, that's still answering itself. Good to know. Good to know. Joanna's already planned out my month. She's a haul first, colouring later. That's both of your hauls. Done for the month. Job done. So maybe, okay. So that might be a good plan, actually. I'll let Joanna sort out my schedule from now on. Have you guys any questions? Is there anything particular about this page, about anything that you would like to know? I'm not paying that bill, Joanna, so you invoice me all you want. That is going to end up being a red letter. So I'm taking that violet colour and I'm just working out from those pleats a little bit. Just my transition colour. You see, I forget to talk while I colour. Yeah, the pumpkin on a foam, it's so cute, isn't it? So cute. It's like a little bow. And that's those little, you know, when you get those baubles as kids and they've got the little plastic shape on them. It's like that, isn't it? Like the little plastic piece on top of the bow. Really cute. I do actually have some oranges picked out. I was thinking, obviously, the pumpkin would be nice in orange, and I thought the sweets might be nice in either an orange for the big lolly, and a green for the little one, or orange for both. So I'm just highlighting around that darker purple. Hi, Molly. Pleased to have you. And then we're going to go with that lilac. So we are the lilac 956. And we're then going to finish that off. Nice and light. And for highlight, I'm going to stick with the purple, but what I'm going to do is just really lightly put it in and then darken up around it. So basically my highlight is just hardly any colour. And then as always, I will go back and I'm going to go back in with that 132. And I'm just going to pop those folds back in, just add that depth. And that's kind of how we'll start to look. So, Susan, is there, thank you, Emma, is there a place in which to find all the colouring challenges in one place, etc.? For example, black hair and lips. Well, Susan, actually, if you check my colour along video, at the beginning of every month, I do a video. It's literally called Colour Alongs, and every month I find as many colour alongs as I can and I pop them in the video. Yes, Erica, fail mod, fail you. I don't know. Terrible. Oh, see you later, Joanna. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. So yeah, within the first few days of every month on my channel, Susan, yeah. I don't know, Erica. You just can't get the mods. You just can't. Then you'll see my video. But yes, also to mention that every month on Instagram itself, the colour along accounts that post other people's colour alongs as groups, you've got Nirma Colouring and Passionista Colorista on Instagram. They're brilliant. They like group all of them together. So yeah, there's a few places quite good to find the colour alongs, and it's nice, it's interesting. They tell you obviously who they are, what the hashtag is, and the rules for them. So they repost them. So yeah, because it is nice and it is very intimidating. When I first started colouring, I found it quite difficult to find the colour alongs, and it's kind of why when I first started my channel, it was one of the videos that I wanted to create. because it is definitely one of the things that's very fun to join. Right, so the reason I'm doing the stream the way I am, so nothing is going to be finished. Everything's quite bitty because I'm trying to get through as many parts of the page as I can for you in a limited amount of time, so that you can, you can just continue on with this style and colour the rest of that. Whereas hopefully I can show you another little couple of bits and pieces on the page, because I think it would be quite interesting to have a little bit of a go at this rat with the little bit of time we've got left. I've got some greys and some black picked out, and we're going to have a play. So I've got black 935, cool grey 1067, warm grey 50% 1054, 50% French grey 1072, putty beige 1083, and 10% French grey 1068. And because I'm using Prisma, I'm not sure that I'm actually going to go with my usual fur technique. We might blend him in a little bit instead. So we will see. We'll see what happens, see what we can get. So with him, I'm going to start with my black. Still going to start with my darker colour. So black 935, and fur I do always in the way of the picture. So his fur is drawn in the same direction it would grow. I'm going to just work in all the darker areas that she's given us. Little flicks flicking out and off the page, so the end of your flick is going to be thinner. And my hand's in the way, isn't it? I don't usually, Nina. I was just trying to be organised, and Emmy told me I had to sharpen my pencils. So I was being really well behaved. I'm terrible for kind of picking on the fly, but with a live, it takes a bit of time and a bit of messing, doesn't it? So I got my colours out, sharpened my pencils. Quite organised for me. So we're just coming around the face, building up the shape, adding that black. Tiny little flicks to look like fur. Turn your pencil and sharpen it when you need to. These will eat your Prismas a little bit faster than usual because you need decent points to do hair and fur. You just do. I'm going to fluff up his edges. And we just build that in. Tiny little flicks in the direction of growth. You cover your lines up with your colours, and you flick out. Don't draw a line. Add fur, make him look fluffier than he is. Yep, Erica, to be honest, if you're ever going to pick something for fur, Prisma's the best thing you can pick. To be honest. But it's doable. It's doable. Anything is doable. I am Kate. I am a lefty. Nice to see you. Oh, Nina, what did I miss? No, I answered yours, didn't I? And then Pauline has heard lots of good reviews for the T-Gal. I really like my T-Gal, and if I scroll it, this is what I use. I use mine on the shorter setting because it doesn't eat my pencils as fast. The main thing with a good pencil sharpener, you do have to change them. If they start to get blunt, they're going to eat your pencils, they're going to break your pencils. You do have to change them out. You'll only get a few months out of a pencil sharpener if you're using it all the time. Hi, Shell, no problem. It's absolutely fine. Nice to have you here at all. Glad you could join. You should never feel bad, guys. I'm always very grateful whenever you pop in. It's just so nice that people join my lives, to be honest. Sit here and watch me draw tiny little lines on pages. So I've got most of the black in, I think, that we're going to need. So we're then basically going to work down from darker to lighter as we go. Oh, there you go. Ava says, pop a graphite pencil in it and that'll also help clean the actual blade, because it's not always that they're blunt. Sometimes it's just that they've got wax all over them. So we've got 1067 cool grey 90%. Ambient landscape has put, did you print it light, medium or dark, or is that in the book? Oh, for me, it's alright, I do that as well. Hit escape and then think, oops, missed a bit. No, I'm in the book. I always work in my books. So wow, that's loads of people. It's nice to see so many people joining the colorathons. Obviously they're very popular. It would seem 81 people. Your colorathon is coming along wonderfully, Shirley. So I'm just gonna, sorry guys, I hope you can see. I'm going to work that out a little bit from the black. This is kind of a, you know, a more bluish grey because it's a cool tone. I've got warm and cool to go into this, and I kind of just work my layers in now around the darker. Each time I'm just coming in one layer further, and he'll get paler and paler as he goes. Tiny little first strokes. You will be here all day, but it does always give a very nice effect. Really does depend whether you can be bothered being there all day though, to be honest. I need to move my fat fingers out of the way, don't I? Hold it further up so you can see what's going on. This is the one time when I really do find it difficult to hold my pencil further up. Fur, for some reason, makes me really intense. I end up scrunched right in, staring right at it, holding right at the end of my pencil. I don't know. Having a bit of a mini stress, probably. I'm going to add a tiny bit of black. Now, I don't think we're going to get the wrap finished in 6 minutes, so I'm going to go as far as I can. And if you are very interested in how I finish my fur, then you will be able to see my fur video that's coming up soon. I filmed it, it's coming up soon. So 50% warm grey, 1054. Let's see, what did I miss? I know so many people in the colour along the colorathon this weekend. It's been, but to be honest, I'm not surprised because the videos I've watched have been so much fun. Such talented pages, such beautiful work. It's yeah, it's been amazing. I've missed a question, haven't I? No, I have. Oh, there we go. Ava asks, do you stick to one set of pencils for a page or mix your pencils? When I'm doing something like this for viewers, I try and stick to one set. because obviously not everybody has a million set of pencils. So it's just adding stress to people if you're then using pencils from all over the place. Although, like I always say, you don't need the same pencils. You need a black, a dark grey, a blue grey, a brown grey, a pale grey. You know, just go for the same sort of tones. You can use whatever you want. But when I'm just colouring normally, oh yeah, I have all sorts. I like certain things for hair, certain things for fur, certain things for skin, certain things for certain materials. So I end up with everything on a page. Everything. So like I say, with the next layer, we're just working further in. You can kind of see that coming to life now, and you get the idea of how he's going to look. Gonna have to sharpen that. Ambi Landscape asks, anyone know of any goth or spooky books or pages? They've got to let me know. I've seen a few on Amazon. I think you're getting some fun answers underneath there. The Colouring Heaven magazine this month, the Halloween one was very good. That had some cute and creepy pages in it. This Derya Draws one's quite fun. Of course, there's the Alan Roberts books. They are definitely the more intensely gory, creepy version of colouring books, but they can be very fun. Got to admit though, this is easier with a poly, a poly or the Lara Rembrandt. Something firmer. It is easier. Right, again, I'm going to come down and I'm actually going to go into more of the 50% French grey, 1072. Oh yeah, Sarah Richter, Ennis Guerrero. So much fun. Elise asks, have you found that you can blend wax-based and oil-based pencils? You can work them together, yes. I do mix and match my pencils. It's not so much that they always blend. It depends which way you use them. Obviously, if you're going to put a wax layer down first, you can add detail with your oil pencils, or if you're popping your oil down first, you can then add, you can add more of a blended look by adding your wax over the top. So yeah, they do tend to work quite nice together. Hope that answers your question. So I'm warming up this colour now a little bit by adding this different grey tone in, working that over some of the other colours. We'll just start to smooth this out a little bit. Stops him looking quite cold and dreary and warms it up a little bit. Right, we've a minute left, so I think it's safe to say pencils down. Pencils down. That's how far we got. He's not done, but that's where we're at. So I'm gonna lift up, see where we got. Put my autofocus back on. That's her. That's where we got to. Not too bad. That's pretty good for me, to be honest. So, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the stream. I agree with what Erica said earlier. If you love me, give me a thumbs up. It helps. thank you so much, guys, for being here. I appreciate it so much. You're just absolutely wonderful. Hi, Danny. Hi, Caligralicious. And of course, as always, the colorathon continues for the rest of the weekend. The schedule is in my description down below. There's a link to the Google file, but the next streamer after me is Amazon Tammy, so you know she'll be starting on the hour, I reckon. So you've got a few minutes to go for a wee, go have a drink, do what you're doing before you pop across to hers, and her link is in the description box below. No, Shell, thank you so much for inviting me and having me. That definitely needs to be the other way around. I am so pleased. Obviously, I'm sure some of you guys know this is the first colorathon that I have participated in, because I haven't actually been doing the lives very long. I've only done a couple, so that's why, you know, I still ask you guys what sort of things you prefer, and they're a bit shaky and they don't have the best equipment yet, but I am getting there. We're working on it. These things improve as we go. I love you all. You're all beautiful, wonderful people. Hello and goodbye to anybody I missed, including all my lurkers, as always. If you do have any questions, you want any help, there's something that wasn't answered, or I missed something you asked during the stream, then my email is always in the description of my videos. Just send me a message, or you can contact me on Instagram, and I'm always, you know, I'll help if I can. I don't know the answer to everything, bit of a beginner myself, so I will always help you if possible. And apart from that, I will see you on Tammy's stream. And thank you, as always, guys. Thank you for being polite, lovely, friendly, wonderful people that make people feel welcome, make me feel loved. And yeah, the colorathon's amazing. Thank you, Shelley. What a wonderful, wonderful idea. And I would love to be a part of your Christmas one. I've said it live on air, so she has to let me. Sorry. And of course, the wonderful giveaways from Emily and Monja are so kind. Everyone's so thoughtful. So I will see you on Monday for my normal video. Comes up at 7 p.m. as always, UK time. So see, she's stuck with me now. So as she mentioned, there is going to be a Christmas colorathon. How fun! How fun! So yeah, thank you guys. You're all brilliant. Go and have a drink, make yourself a brew, or even better, make your husband make you one. And I'll see you on Tammy's channel very shortly. Thank you guys, and bye.